is Heather.
And we are Conspiracies Unlocked. We are going over Paris Hilton, her memoir, which is very interesting to read. Why are you laughing?
Because every time you say memoir, you're like, memoir.
I know, I say it funny.
It's cute. I like it.
We didn't get a chance to finish chapter 1 last week because I had to go to my kids' back to school night. So we are finishing chapter 1 today, and then we won't be back again until next week because I have to go get ready to go racing. So.
And we just did our first TikTok live.
Yeah, so go, don't forget, like, if you have a TikTok, we're going to start going live on there every so often. We're going to figure out how to do fun things. So go over there and like us and follow us and do whatever you do so you can get notified when we go live.
And if you followed us, because we did invite our
people
that
followers.
Well, they're not necessarily followers. They're just people that were watching. You can watch it and not follow.
Yeah.
So we did invite you to come join us for this episode here.
Oh, yes.
So if you're here from TikTok, welcome. Thank you. Don't forget to
share, like, and subscribe.
Hit that notification bell so that way you know when we're live.
Okay, so we left off with Paris Hilton, just how she parties. And what was it called? The brief history of her party legacy.
Yes.
And pretty much that she got fake IDs when she was 16, and she would just go to like all the parties, and she just loved to be out there. She didn't really drink, do drugs, anything like that. She just wanted to be like with the music, and she just loved like jumping up and down and just being part of it.
Yeah.
So,
18.
No, so she said that her partying opportunities were between the ages of 16 and 18 were really like limited, like she didn't even get to it all because she was locked up in a series of culty wilderness boot camps and emotional growth boarding schools. So, and anytime that she was able to get free, if her parents came and got her for a few weeks, she was like too scared, like so she would just do like low-key partying, but she was always too scared. So then at 18, she got to sign with a modeling agency. And after the runway shows, obviously, people like to party with the models. So she was able to really network. She just got to party, modeling, partying. She networked while she partied. And she eventually got paid to attend parties. And so she was like the OG influencer. Like she's like the first one to do it.
Other than Jaja.
Well, yeah. But Jaja got paid for what she wore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess that is influencer. But she figured out how to, like, monetize on her partying. And she really monetized, and it goes through the book really talking about how she was able to monetize on, like, pretty much her life in general.
It's
like
pretty impressive.
Yeah, she just goes on to be like, if I could monetize it, I will. You need to figure out how to monetize your life. Like in the book, she says that like find out what you can do and monetize off of it. And so, anyways,
I like how she says, girls need to understand the value they bring to a party.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So she's literally monetizing. She's like, go monetize.
Because the guys aren't going to want to go out and spend their money and party if there isn't pretty girls there.
Yeah, and it's a lot more than standing around looking pretty. Mannequins can do that. An accomplished party girl is a facilitator, a negotiator, a diplomat. She's the sparkler and the match. I love Paris. Know your worth, girls. You're not lucky to be at the party. The party is lucky to have you. Apply as needed to relationship, jobs, and family. I love that. No. You're not lucky to be there. They're lucky to have you. And as long as you have that confidence, you can like take on the world. And somewhere she says that she walks around like as if there's like a pretend tiara on her head all the time. Just like, I'm special. It's fine. I'm good.
Don't let it fall.
Yeah.
Fix that shit.
Yeah. So, she said that her 21st celebration in 2002 spanned multiple days and time zones. And she, So she talked about her 21st birthday, like she goes back to it. It's a callback because she did talk about not bungee jumping,
skydiving.
Skydiving, that's the word. And she just goes back just to talk about like all of her like coordinating an amazing wardrobe. And because it was such a multiple event, like throughout days, so she had like different clothes for each day, for each event.
You can't wear the same outfit.
Yeah. And then, I think I must have gotten that from her because that's how I am too. But then Kendall Jenner, for her 21st birthday, wore the same iconic silver dress.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh.
With, it was this like silver chainmail dress by Julian McDonald.
I do know the dress.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in 2016, she copied it, and she's like, that's how timeless this garment is. And that is how I felt about my the one that I wore, the white dress that I wore to the PBR, and it was like a size 30, and I broke the straps while I was bull riding, like on the mechanical bull, obviously. But remember that? And you were like, oh, I don't even think I have that dress. And I was like, I know I do, and I know I will never fit into it, but I will never get rid of it because it's so fucking iconic and timeless. Like, I love that thing.
I had my dress from then not long ago. I ended up donating it because I just never wore it.
Yeah, I don't do that. I hold on to things. If you go in my house, you'll see. So this dress, so she says, this dress is everything. This dress is going to end up in a museum someday. I'm like, that's so cool to like, because it actually might.
It reminds me of like Marilyn Monroe's dress when she sang to the president.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like, and then Kim wore it.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that.
But it was thousands of
Swarovski
crystals. Yeah. Anyways.
That must have been heavy.
Yeah, and she said the neckline was cut clear down to Argentina.
That's funny.
So anyway, so she had good, and then she got lots of presents, and this is so like just nice of her, but she got so many presents, and everywhere she went, like everybody's giving her presents. She hand wrote all of her thank you notes back, which I'm just like, that is amazing. I don't think she could do that anymore, but because if you watch her show now, she literally gets so many gifts. Like every day, fans are always sending her stuff.
And I'm sure she gets a lot of PR boxes too from all the different companies wanting her to wear their stuff to like promote, you know?
Yeah. So, yes, that is so true. And that's what happens all the time, like now for sure. She said that curating a party crowd is a skill, and Andy Warhol was the undisputed mastermind of party creation. And Andy Warhol, that's the guy who does the pop art. He's an artist.
He is a filmmaker also, isn't he?
No, I don't know. I just know that he makes, like, you know, the Marilyn Monroe with the different colors, the 4.
Yeah, no, I know he's an artist, but I thought that he did film also.
I just thought it was weird that because she talks about how her parents were always like partying with them. Yeah, you're right. Visual arts and film director. Huh. Yeah. But yeah, the pop art music, that movement, that's all I knew was the pop art movement. I didn't realize like that, and then the Campbell's tomato. Yeah. I didn't realize that he was a film director. So that's why I was like confused, like why are the Hiltons partying with him, or why would an artist, like, I don't understand it. It didn't really
it makes sense to me that they would be partying with him even if he was only an artist, because he was very famous, and they're gonna party with not just actors, and you know, I mean they're hotel heirs, right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna party with anybody who has money.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Just whoever's in the scene, whoever's on the scene.
So the big thing that Paris always noticed was the perfectly curated like music playlist at these parties. Like music was everything, and could make a party really good or really shitty. So her sister, her cousins, all of her like childhood friends like Nicole Richie, they all like would go to these parties.
Yeah.
And it also says like all the hot matriarchs, like her mom, Kris Jenner, like all these people, right? And then she says, who else is there? Random legends like P. Diddy.
Oh,
Isn't that crazy? Because P. Diddy just got arrested and all that. Like, oh my gosh. Like, literally, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, she must not have been at the freak-offs.
Well, yeah, because this was at, like, her mom was at these ones. This was at, like, and she was little. She was, like, 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, she's like, just everybody danced. Everything was great.
I mean, he had a lot of normal parties too that people would be at. They weren't all freak offs.
Yeah.
So that was just like a part. I'm sure that they did go to his parties because he used to always have the white parties when everybody would dress in all white. That was like a big deal.
Oh yeah, the all white. Yeah, the white parties.
Mm-hmm.
He just had his white party like a month or two ago too. Like right before all this shit went down.
Always known for having elaborate parties.
Yeah. So anyways, she also goes on to say that she always likes music and staying up partying and all that because whenever she goes to sleep, she'd have terrifying nightmares. And she'll get into why she's having terrifying nightmares later on in the book. But she would just have these nightmares, and so instead she just wanted to stay up partying all night, which I can like understand why you'd want to do that. Oh, and then she talks about the morning of skydiving. She goes back and forth like a bunch, but like if you read the book, it flows and it makes more sense. But the morning of skydiving, she gets there and she is like,
wait, I have to pause for a second.
Did we talk about skydiving before?
Yeah, at her 21st birthday.
Yeah.
So she talks about at the Bellagio in Vegas that DJ AM played.
Yeah.
And do you remember DJ AM?
Yeah, he died.
He died, huh? In a plane crash?
I don't know why he died.
But I think it was a plane
crash.
Wasn't
he with Nicole Richie? Like, weren't they together or something?
I'm trying to remember who he was dating, but I remember DJ AM.
He died in 2009, and let me see.
I think it was a plane crash.
No, drug overdose. He was found dead in his New York City apartment.
Oh, was it overdose?
Yeah, DJ AM girlfriends. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, he dated Nicole Richie from 2004 to 2006.
Oh, they did date. Okay,
dated,
I don't remember that. I just remember DJ AM. And for some reason, I thought he died in a plane crash. But
no, a drug overdose. So anyways, Paris wakes up on her birthday. It's time to go skydiving. They've been up all night, like drinking, partying, whatever. And she's like, I can't back out. She's feeling like shit. So she puts on her tracksuit and she's just like, I'm tired, whatever. She says that her mouth felt like sandpaper. And so she's just chugging water. And she's like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So they go to the private airstrip. She said that it's so humbling to be reminded that no matter how big your life is, you are still a speck of dust that can be swept off the earth in half a second. And when she's looking out, like, she's just like, oh my God.
I can see how that would be very humbling.
Yeah, and she's like, this door must remain closed. She's reading all the words, and it's like, well, why is it open then?
No, she's like, they had to push her out. No, just
kidding. They almost did. And then she's getting closer and closer, jump scoot. Her spoon mate keeps pushing her closer to the door, yelling, "You're doing great! You're doing great!"
Sure, yeah.
On 3, and she goes, okay. He's like, okay, on 3, we're gonna jump, and he goes 1, 2, and gone. She's all like, she never heard 3, and
I don't think anyone ever hears 3.
She was falling at 120 miles per hour, and the space around you is so fast, the distance so great, your perspective is that of a slow-moving cloud, and there's nothing to hang on to. And she just felt joy, freedom, ecstasy, like and
that
like
adrenaline
rush.
Everything
that you want, but you'll never get from drugs or money or love. Just going. Then she says Conrad Hilton was a religious man. He wrote a lot about God, feared God, wanted no God, craved God. He should have gone skydiving. I thought that was funny.
That's good.
Yeah. So anyways, she was like, I could see so far. I could see the desert, past the desert, the mountains, just nothingness.
Probably beautiful. I've never gone. Have you ever gone?
No, remember we were going to
with Jakey.
Yeah, a long, like 12 years ago we were gonna go, but we never did.
Well,
we should have. Because now I'm too scared.
Oh yeah, and
that's gone.
The reason why I think we were going to go back then too is because I had a friend named Mark, and he would go skydiving. I met him at the I met him through a mutual friend, and he always went skydiving in Carlsbad.
Oh.
And he had like, I don't know how many hundreds and hundreds of
so
jumps.
he could go alone.
Yeah, and so he would always talk about it, and then I got all hyped about it, like the idea of going.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if I told you or I don't know how we
were gonna do it for your birthday. I remember
Yeah.
that, but for some reason we never did.
Because then when I really thought about it, I was like, you know, it's fun to talk about, but I don't really think that I would want to do it.
I remember telling you, oh, I'll need to take a shot first. And you're like, no, I don't want to take a shot. I want to feel all of it. And I'm like, I don't. I'm good. I'll take a shot first.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, he did many jumps and he survived, so.
Yeah.
I had hope that we would survive.
So she ends this chapter by just saying, Marilyn Monroe said, fear is stupid, so is regret. And I'm like, that's awesome, because I'm always like, do everything. Don't say no. Just go do it, because you're never going to regret it. And like, just go. And it is. Don't be scared to try something unless it's really going to like kill you. You know, like just go do it, because you're never going to, I love the quote, you're never going to regret the things you did, but you'll always regret the things you didn't do.
You never did. That you never tried.
Yeah. So, and then she goes, we all have that jump door inside of us, and for a long time I marked mine with those red letters, all caps. This door must remain closed. Brace yourself, bitches. We're about to pry it open. And so then she ends up the next, then this is almost like a prologue as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, because then the next chapter starts with her, like, I was
birth.
born here, and da-da-da-da, and blah, blah, blah. So it's more autobiography after this, and it'll go more in order. So we'll pick up next week on that. Okay, thank you guys so much for listening, and don't forget to
share, like, I keep bumping the table. I'm sorry. It's going to look like crap, but thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
And email us at conspiracysunlocked@gmail.com. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.